Hello. Hello. It's Friday. It's November 14th, 2025. Oh dear. So, it's time to end the rain of all the royals. But it's also time to end the rain here. Cup of coffee, chocolate biscuit. Oof. Dip it in my coffee. Dunking. Donuts. No. Excuse me. It's just not possible. There's not enough time. You think there is? Excuse me. But then as it builds up and builds up, you're like, what? There's got to be time. Sorry, I'm on my phone. Most people are, you're probably watching this on your phone if you're watching it at all. Okay. They're telling me that I can get my medicine delivered. YMCA, New Jersey. Oh, that's a good one. Tunnel Mentals October on Bandcamp. Oh, it's telling me I'm live on my channel. Oof. Shall I join? No, I think I'm going to unsubscribe. In my lifetime, and I'll let you know this for sure, in my lifetime, there's been a lot of changes, and most of them have been interesting to watch. But it's telling me to remove the app now. Look at that. Oof, remove the app. No, I don't want to remove the app. Gosh. So my own personal history. Excuse me. Bit of water, I think. My second cup of coffee's not cutting it. Not waking up. So my own personal history, many years. I have accounted to a whole hill of beans. Nothing. No. I've had an effect on a lot of people, and I know that, and I'm responsible for that. I have loved many. Actually, if you look at it in major terms, it's been my love of others and their love of me that has promoted my continued explorations into the human psyche. And studying through other people's studies is interesting, and you have to understand that that's an opinion. And you have to understand that my opinion is based on somebody else's opinion, is based on somebody else's opinion, and also on my life of experience. My life of experience has shown me that this world is out of whack, off kilter. Have another cookie. Oh, there we go. Nearly. But what do I mean? The world is off kilter. What I mean is the least intelligent among us are being allowed by us to take us into darker and darker places. Not good places. I was born post Second World War. There was already skirmishes and conflict following that in a physical sense, the physical warfare sense of soldiers invading other countries and telling them not to be naughty. What do you do when you have a major disagreement with somebody, just individually, just you and somebody else? Yeah, you get into a shouting match sometimes. Do you ever swing fists? Do you ever go, "Ooh, fuck you"? No. But we can argue our point. We can have discussions. We can agree to disagree. The little bit of difference being, of course, you have to be experienced or educated enough to be able to hold that argument without turning it into violence, aggression. So you have to stay calm. And it's not easy to stay calm when somebody is waving stuff in your face, When my kids used to do it to me, it's like, not touching you, and it's like, okay, back off. But it's a weird thing that we've not grown since those early days, really. I mean, people are up in people's faces because they're wearing the wrong colored shirt, or they're smiling too much, or they're smiling not enough, or they're accepting of things, or they're not accepting of things. I mean, I know we're all different. Each of us humans have our own way of processing information, but we are also all the same because we're all processing information. The trouble is, the information has got hijacked by the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator is the one that tells you what you are thinking, tells you what you are meaning by saying the things you're saying. They actually don't allow you the opportunity to have your say. You're nothing. You don't belong. No, you're not even from this world. You're not even from this country. You're not even from this, it's like they batter you away, or they just shout. I mean, that's the old adage, isn't it? It's the old, gosh, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. I mean, is that where we're at? Is it still big stick? My stick's bigger than your stick. My dad's bigger than your dad. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I have conversations with people that I try and resolve our contradictions. But you can only go so far in that, because it becomes evident that nobody's going to see it your way. They're going to see it their way. And I think that's perfectly acceptable. But you have to see, they have to think. They can't just repeat that came before them or after them or whatever. It's like it's more about the resolution of the contradiction. It's like you have to state your intention clearly. My intention is to make a better world. How do you do that? Well, you become the things that you want to see in this world. And yes, I'm boring and repetitious, but if I want to see love and peace in this world, then I have to give love and be the love and the peace and be that. Don't purposefully go out of your way to agitate people that don't see it your way. I mean, if they don't see it your way, then you try and say, okay, well, here, let's talk about it. Let's look through this lens. I've never looked through this lens. Can you look through this lens with me at what is and what can be? So it's about creation. It's what can be. And we can be peaceful. We can be loving. But we don't really have to give up anything of ourselves in order to do that. We just have to want it enough. And I don't want to see royalty. I don't want to see the continuation of something that's, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I've got a incense burner burning some patchouli smelling, which I love. I mean, I love the smell of it, but it's got up my nose this morning. Yeah, I mean, I have a friend, person I known for years, who I would like to say to him, live and let live, right? That would be my message to him. But in order to say live and let live, he has to tell me, and this is where it gets very confusing, he has to tell me something that I disagree with. Why would he have to do that? Well, it's because I told him how to live his life, which is wrong. Or is it? Well, in this particular case, I'm not going to name him. Known him for years. In this particular case, okay, I can now add 3 or 4 people to that list. In those particular cases where I'm saying to them, why can't you just live and let live? I'm telling them, I'm asking them, why can't you? Because they obviously can't. But they say they'll go into their whole history and rhetoric of why they do the things they do. But each of those people I'm talking about are violent people. being aggressive and violent and deviating other people's perception of reality. And they're doing it in an aggressive and violent way. So it irks me, it bothers me that that's what they're doing. Why does it bother me? Well, because I don't want to see the violence in society echoed into my friends and family. I just don't want that to happen. But do I unfriend those people and live an isolated life? No, I just try to convince them that there's a better way. There has to be a better way than violence. It seems to me we're on the brink of another physical altercation in the grand scheme of things all the time. We're right on the verge of perpetual war. And perpetual war, in a physical sense, is gross. There's no other word for it. It's just the worst. It's the worst part of man. It's to kill another man. You know, it's kill. It's no. It's an anathema. It's just why would you take somebody's life away, even if you disagree with them so vehemently? Why would you take their life from them? So if we're always on the edge of that, then I believe we are in perpetual war, because that's psychologically controlling. That controls the whole of society to know that we're right on the cusp. So they keep creating crises that gets us closer and closer to the edge. Oh my God, we're gonna, and it's like, will we just sit for a minute and look at the way in which society, for whatever reason, has weaponized everything. Everything is weaponized. My opinion, me talking on here, my honesty, my lies, everything, my clipboard, my cookies, my coffee, it's everything is weaponized. It's weaponized to make me, oh, wait a minute, and so we could spend all our lives sat on our asses doing nothing, because we're just trying to, no, I'm perfectly entitled to be a human. We're having to defend our humanity. Well, I mean, that's I talk often about, being positive or negative, or, being on your back foot as opposed to your, front foot. Instead of advancing mankind, we're defending mankind constantly. And it's like, why are we defending kindness? Why should we have to defend kindness, empathy, compassion, the things we want to see, the things we want to be? Why should we be spending all our time defending what we are at our core? It's like, oh my God, just be it. I gotta stop eating cookies. Chalky biscuits, chalky biscuits. So I'm going to immerse myself in some more reading and writing and making music. But I can tell you with sincere clarity that when I interact with today's society, that this is where we're at. This ain't it. We're not there yet. sitting in the back of the car, and Dad's been driving for hours. Are we there yet? No, this ain't it. This ain't it. But we're getting there. And we're getting there by love and peace. And that's important. That's how we're getting there. Love and peace. Okay. I love you. I normally have a chat people pop up, but I've been doing it later and later. I did say good morning, but it's 12:12 now. It's past noon. But a friend of mine in the chat, who I've become friends with through the chat on this channel, he's been awesome. He asked me lots of questions and I answer them best I can, and then we get into talks. And he's in Poland. He's a wonderful chap. But he sent me money, which is, I know he doesn't know, because I don't do this to ask for money. I ask for people to listen to my music, and if they like it, they want to buy it, that's great. But Conrad, thank you. Sincerely. You don't know, but I kind of suppose you just worked it out for yourself. But you don't know how much that helps. It really does. It's not necessarily the money, it's the gift. And having the ability to be able to buy some chocolate biscuits and treat myself to something sweet, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Thank you so much, Conrad Rusa. I love you. I love everybody. But let's live, love life. Let's not keep jumping in people's way and go, no, you can't do that. Well, you know what? It might be time to just let them do it. Unless they're violent, don't get in the way. If they're violent, then maybe you do need to have a chat to them. Don't fight them. Just talk to them. Show them the other way, the better way. Okay, live, love, life. I seem a bit quiet, don't I? I seem a bit sort of, I think it's the greyness, I think it's the rain, but it makes me feel just that little sadder. But I'm not sad. Although there is authentic sadness within me, I'm not overall sad. I'm okay. Everything's fine. And I'm going to be doing music soon at a live venue and having fun with that, with a bunch of friends I haven't seen for years. So that's going to be great too, to meet up with those friends. And I want to send love out to my friend Jeremy, Jez. Actually, I've got two Jeremys in my life now. I've got a Jeremy who's a Jeremy and Jeremy who's a Jez, who I've known for, gosh, 30 odd years. Maybe longer, I don't know. But he's going through some, excuse me, he's going through some physical problems that he's going to the doctors and doing the things that he's supposed to do, I suppose. But to me, I'm like, I just wish him well. I just wish him well. I don't, whatever his choice is, I wish him well, because he's a great guy, and he's worked his whole life very hard and diligently, and he's just retired, and then he gets, you know, the big C, and it's awful. I hope that he gets the treatment that makes him well, makes him especially well. Okay, lots of love, and that's about it. Love, live life. Live, love life. Packet of crisps. Okay, doing music soon. Happy about that. Cheers then. Bye. Love you.